inflation targeting and monetary policy committee. Why this is very important? Because there was a contract between government and RBI in 2016 that the government will set the inflation target for 5 years. ठीक है? And RBI will use its monetary policy to achieve that inflation target. Okay? सबसे पहले इंपॉर्टेंट चीज क्या था कि गवर्नमेंट डिसाइड करेगी कि इन्फ्लेशन कितना कंट्री में रहना चाहिए, एंड देन आरबीआई विल यूज इट्स मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी टूल. ओके, क्योंकि फिस्कल पॉलिसी टूल इज अवेलेबल विद गवर्नमेंट, मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी टूल इज अवेलेबल विद आरबीआई. So there was an agreement between RBI and government, that government will set the inflation target and RBI will try to manipulate its monetary policy to achieve that target. And that target was set around, inflation target was set around 4 plus minus 2%. Inflation target was 4 plus minus 2%, मतलब 2% से लेके 6% को आरबीआई गवर्नमेंट ने कंसिडर किया स्टेबल एंड नॉन इन्फ्लेशनरी इन्फ्लेशन. ठीक है, मतलब 2% से 6% के बीच में इन्फ्लेशन के बैंड को रखना है. दिस इज कॉल्ड फ्लेक्सिबल टारगेटिंग. व्हेन वन टारगेट इज प्रोवाइडेड, फॉर एग्जांपल कि 4% का टारगेट अचीव करो, दिस इज कॉल्ड स्ट्रिक्ट टारगेटिंग, दिस इज कॉल्ड फ्लेक्सिबल टारगेटिंग. तो इकोनॉमी में ये डेफिनेशंस बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट हो जाती हैं. दैट इज व्हाई आई एम टेलिंग यू. फाइनेंस एक्ट ऑफ 2016, फाइनेंस एक्ट बजट के टाइम आता है. ठीक है, तो फाइनेंस एक्ट is the act which deals with taxation and non-taxation financial regulation that the government tries to impose. तो amended the RBI Act 1934. ठीक है, एक है RBI Act 1934 और दूसरा है बैंकिंग रेगुलेशन एक्ट 1949. दोनों एक्ट के बेसिक आप पढ़ लीजिएगा प्लीज, दैट आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. तो RBI Act 1934, ठीक है, was amended by Finance Act 2016 and an agreement was reached upon by RBI and government to maintain the inflation within the set limit of 2% to 6%, basically 4% plus minus 2% का tolerance. The government, now the agreement was signed in 2016 and that agreement expired on 31st of the March 2021. But what the central government, the RBI, favored it. The RBI favored the extension of the regime, this inflation targeting regime. ठीक है, RBI favored the extension under when the government was reviewing this law, this monetary policy committee whole thing. The RBI favored it and now the government has extended the whole with the same target up to 2026. That is, the government has now extended the mandate of monetary policy committee up to 2026, another 5 years. It was originally brought in 2021. Now it will be it was originally brought in 2016. Now it has been extended to 2026. Under the agreement, central government will fix. Okay. Monetary Policy Committee. Under the same agreement, a Monetary Policy Committee was formed. This committee composed of 6 people. 3 were from RBI and 3 were from government. ठीक है. The first was Governor of the Reserve Bank of India. He was chairperson, ex officio chairperson. And Deputy Governor of the Reserve Bank of India, he was member of, he was of course a member of ex officio member. Ex officio means by the virtue of, ठीक है, by just being the virtue of the Deputy Governor of the RBI, he became a natural member of the committee. ठीक है, जब ex officio कहते हैं तो ये होता है. Okay, तो similarly the chairperson of the RBI, ठीक है, the governor of the RBI was chairperson of the Monetary Policy Committee. ठीक है, and in charge was Deputy Governor of the RBI. The third person was one officer of the RBI that was to be nominated by the chairperson, yeah, governor. Fine. And then there were 3 members. There were 3 members who were from government. The government nominated them. ठीक है, तो एक ऐसी कमिटी जिसमें 3 members from RBI and 3 members from government, a fine balance between RBI and government. ठीक है, तो बेंचमार्क रेपो रेट वाज द टूल फॉर इन्फ्लेशन कंट्रोल। बेंचमार्क रेपो रेट क्या है? आरबीआई अ कमर्शियल बैंक, ठीक है। रेपो रेट, व्हाट इज रेपो रेट? रेपो रेट इज रीपर्चेज ऑब्लिगेशन, ठीक है। तो रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडिया एंड कमर्शियल बैंक फॉर एग्जांपल एसबीआई, ओके। तो when repo rate is okay, repo rate is increased, when for example repo rate is increased का मतलब होता है कि the loan that the commercial banks are taking from RBI becomes costly, ठीक है। तो what when the commercial banks which are taking loans from Reserve Bank of India, these loans of course the repo loans are of course fortnightly, मतलब 14 दिन का लोन होता है। तो because there is a repurchase obligation कि after 14 days I will take back my securities and I will pay you back. तो उस okay, if there's a problem in us understanding this repo operation, I will tell you in a bit of detail. It will take very small amount of time. For example, this is RBI, okay, and this is SBI, okay. Inflation is understood as excessive supply of money in the market. Excessive supply of money in the market. For example, this is the borrower. He is taking loan. He is taking a lot of loans from SBI and investing that into the market, due to which the demand for the goods is being pushed up. Okay, yeah, money supply is being increased. If the money supply in the market is being increased, the value of money will fall. Okay, that means the amount of commodity or the commodity that was earlier bought for rupees 30 is now being bought for rupees 50, because now every person is having a lot of money. That means the value of money has fallen down, है ना, जिसकी वजह से prices up हो गए हैं, ठीक है। तो that means what SBI needs to, what RBI needs to do is RBI needs to suck this money out of the system, ठीक है। RBI needs to suck this money out of the system, or RBI can do it otherwise by restricting the flow of the money in the market. How? If somehow SBI increases the rate of interest that it charges on its loans, ठीक है। For example, earlier 5% पे कोई लोन मिल रहा था, तो और नाउ 7% पे लोन मिलने लगा। तो इन दोनों केसेस में क्या होगा? 5% पे ज्यादा लोग खरीद रहे थे, ज्यादा लोग लोन ले रहे थे एसबीआई से, बल्कि बट नाउ इट हैज बिकम 7%, तो 7% पे लोग, नाउ द लोन हैज बिकम कॉस्टली, ठीक है, डियर। तो व्हाट पीपल विल डू, द पीपल विल हैव अ टेंडेंसी टू टेक लेसर लोन्स, ठीक है। एंड व्हेन दे आर गोइंग टू टेक लेसर लोन्स, तो मार्केट में मनी की शॉर्टेज हो जाएगा। मतलब ऑफ कोर्स द काइंड ऑफ सप्लाई दैट वाज अर्लियर मैनेज्ड, that will get reduced, due to which the inflation will decrease, ठीक है, inflation decrease. This is control of inflation. अब ये कैसे implement करे गवर्नमेंट, आरबीआई कैसे implement करे इस चीज को? एसबीआई को how can RBI force SBI to increase its rate of interest? By charging a higher rate of interest. Sorry, this is RBI, this is SBI. Now what it will do, it will increase the rate of interest on the loans, ठीक है। अब ये लोन्स कौन से लोन्स होते हैं? फोर्टनाइटली लोन्स, बेसिकली इसको कहते हैं फोर्टनाइटली। Any event that occurs in a 14 days is called fortnightly, okay. Now what is repo? Repurchase obligation. For example, SBI is having some liquidity crunch, okay. What SBI will do, SBI अपने सारे गवर्नमेंट सिक्योरिटीज, गवर्नमेंट जो GSECs हैं इसके पास, that it purchased in open market operations for example or from government, ठीक है, it will mortgage its collateral, it will mortgage its government securities as collaterals to RBI. For example, if it is about rupees 100 crores, अब ये 100 करोड़ की जी सिक्योरिटीज अपनी GSECs कहां पे? RBI के पास गिरवी रख देगा, है ना, एंड देन इट विल टेक अ लोन ऑफ 100 crores, फाइन, दिस इज कॉल्ड रीपर्चेज ऑब्लिगेशन या रेपो ऑपरेशन, ठीक है। मतलब कि आफ्टर 14 days SBI promises RBI that I will take this whole security back to me, I will buy back my securities, but for today please provide me 100 crore rupees because I am falling short of my money demands, my cash demands, please provide me rupees 100 and you can take my collaterals as a form of security, ठीक है, because this is a secured loan. तो बट आई विल परचेज माई सिक्योरिटी बैक आफ्टर 14 days, तो यू डोंट हैव टू हैव दिस G-Secs का ऑब्लिगेशन आपके ऊपर नहीं रह जाएगा। तो व्हाट हैपेंस इज आरबीआई चार्जेस अ स्पेसिफिक रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट, ठीक है। इफ आरबीआई इंक्रीजेस दैट रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट, ठीक है, तो द एसबीआई विल बी disincentivized to take more loan from RBI, okay। now अब पहले जो 2% पे इंटरेस्ट पे 100 करोड़ लोन ले रहा था एसबीआई, अब मान लो 4% या 2.7% इंटरेस्ट कर दिया तो ये 70 करोड़ ही लोन लेगा, ठीक है। सिमिलरली अब ये 70 करोड़, इफ इट इज टेकिंग 100 करोड़ लोन then it will increase its own rate of interest, that because now the loan that it has taken is a costly loan, it has to pay it back to RBI because it has to pay some interest to RBI. In that case what SBI will do, it will increase its own loaning interest rate, है ना, तो इसके अपने इंटरेस्ट रेट्स महंगे हो जाएंगे। एंड सिमिलरली रिवर्स रेपो इज व्हेन आरबीआई बोरोज फ्रॉम एसबीआई, ओके। तो benchmark repo rate was the benchmark tool for control of flow of money in the market. That is all explained here, not relevant, I told you already, okay। Now we are here to analyze some effects that have taken place after the implementation of monetary policy. You can see that this line is real credit growth non-food year on year basis percentage, and real GDP growth, this line is GDP growth year on year basis, okay। A very crucial analysis here is this was the period where monetary policy was implemented, yeah, the monetary policy committee whole thing came into existence. Prior to this you can see that the credit growth has been high, okay, the credit growth has been high as compared to the rate of GDP growth, but after this season you can see the rate of credit growth has fallen. Basically this fall has taken place from 2013 itself, है ना, 2013 onwards the rate of credit growth has fallen. Rate of credit growth means the credit decides the kind of economy we are living in. If the credit is growing very fastly, that means investments, the public sector or the private sector are borrowing hugely from banks and they are investing a lot, ठीक है, but this is not a very actual depiction, ठीक है। Why? Because after 2014-2015 asset quality review was also done by RBI, due to which banks का huge NPA सामने आ गया and the banks were asked to clear their balance sheet, and जिसकी वजह से asset quality review होने के बाद banks का balance sheet stressed हो गया, जिसकी वजह से they were not able to lend with a similar capacity, okay। But the credit growth has fallen as compared to the rate of GDP growth, because the credit growth in these years, okay, in these years also was higher as compared to the credit growth now. So monetary policy committee focused a lot on controlling the inflation. That means they have been tampering with the main focus of RBI was inflation targeting, okay। तो inflation targeting की वजह से what they did was to restrict the growth of inflation, they predicted higher interest rates, ठीक है। तो in that case interest rates of bank also increased and the people were not willing to take more loans, okay। The second important conclusion is that the RBI's inflation forecasts have been slightly over the side. RBI has been very conservative in making the decisions about inflation forecasts, ठीक है। ये forecast जो है RBI inflation forecast is for 1 year ahead. For example, it was made in 2016, ठीक है, डेट ऑफ फोरकास्ट और 2014, मेड फॉर 2016, 2015-16 के लिए हुआ था, 14-15 में मेड. Inflation forecast was around 6% and actual inflation was 5.7%. Similarly, in these areas also you can see in March 2019 and all these times the inflation forecast has been higher. That is, the SBI was always cautious about making a lower inflation forecast that might have pushed the inflation higher, in the sense कि when a lower inflation forecast is made, people are going to invest highly. मतलब people are going to buy a lot of products because उनको लगेगा कि inflation कम होने वाला. So to control that, the RBI has been making a very conservative RBI has been making very conservative predictions about inflation. Okay. In recent years, inflation has largely been under control, and moreover, you can see this is MPC era, Monetary Policy Committee. Okay. This represents core inflation and inflation. Okay. You can see that after January 2014, inflation level has been consistently low, whether in MPC era or without MPC era. So this also raises a question whether MPC has been effective or not. Okay. So this was a kind of analysis we did for Monetary Policy Committee and its recommendations. Now we are going to check the effectiveness, but the government now has what the government has done. The government has extended the Monetary Policy Committee whole framework to 2026. Okay. Now what are the issues with inflation targeting? First one is failure of monetary policy transmission. Monetary policy transmission का failure क्यों हो रहा है? This needs a introspection. Now what is monetary policy transmission? Okay, why the monetary policy transmission has been failing? A monetary transmission, okay, monetary policy transmission failure. We are going to discuss this in a bit of detail. ठीक है, तो monetary policy transmission failure means simple है कि RBI अपने rates तो repo rates को तो increase कर रहा है, but is it affecting the rates of inflation or the rate of interest that banks are charging? If this increase of repo rate, if this decrease of repo rate is not changing the bank's rate, the rate at which banks are charging, or the inflation, then the monetary transmission has failed. ठीक है, that means there has जो monetary policy का transmission है from RBI to SBI has failed. Okay. अगर रेपो रेट इंक्रीज करने से बैंक्स अपना रेट्स मतलब इन सिंक्रोनिज्म इंक्रीज कर रहे हैं, या रेपो रेट डिक्रीज करने से बैंक्स अपना रेट डिक्रीज कर रहे हैं साइमल्टेनियसली, या रेपो रेट इंक्रीज करने से इन्फ्लेशन कंट्रोल में आ जा रहा है, या रेपो रेट डिक्रीज करने से इन्फ्लेशन बढ़ रहा है, तो इन दैट केस वी कैन से दैट मॉनेटरी ट्रांसमिशन पॉलिसी हैज सक्सीडेड. बट इफ contrary to that happens, then the monetary policy tool has not been able to produce desired outputs, and that is called monetary policy transmission failure. Monetary transmission, now you have understood this, you can clearly say that what can be the reasons of monetary transmission policy failure. ठीक है, the first one is RBI, okay, and for example commercial banks or SBI. The first one is RBI and SBI की bench rate, जो interest rates हैं उसके बीच में कोई synchronism नहीं है. Okay, that means if RBI's and SBI interest rate are not in synchronism. Okay, for example SBI का जो lending rate है, lending rate for example पहले RBI use करता था bank rate. Okay, bank rate was the policy for inflation control. Now RBI uses repo rate, repurchase obligation, रेपो रेट. बैंक रेट वॉज सिंपल, बैंक रेट आरबीआई डिसाइड कर देता था. एसबीआई वुड हैव टू, बैंक रेट वॉज डिफाइंड एज that rate of interest below which a commercial bank cannot lend, that rate of interest below which a commercial bank cannot lend to the most trust credit worthy customer. ठीक है, most credit worthy customer. ठीक है, तो इन उस केस में बैंक्स करते क्या थे कि ये लोग अपने मोस्ट क्रेडिट वर्दी कस्टमर के लिए 7% का इंटरेस्ट रेट रख लेते हैं. ठीक है, मतलब जो हमारा मोस्ट क्रेडिट वर्दी कस्टमर, now most credit worthy customer will be having a very better financial situation. ठीक है, फॉर एग्जांपल एसबीआई का मोस्ट क्रेडिट वर्दी कस्टमर अंबानी. ओके, तो अंबानी जी का तो बहुत अच्छा फाइनेंशियल सिचुएशन है, ही कैन टेक लोन्स. इनके लिए बैंक रेट के हिसाब से सेट कर लिया. बैंक रेट अगर आरबीआई ने डिसाइड किया तो एसबीआई ने इंटरनली असेसमेंट करके रिस्क बैंक रेट प्लस कुछ रिस्क डाल के, रिस्क फैक्टर एकोमोडेट करके 7% का इंटरेस्ट रेट डिसाइड कर लिया. बिकॉज अंबानी वॉज द मोस्ट ट्रस्टवर्दी कस्टमर ऑफ एसबीआई. व्हाट हैपेंड वॉज फॉर अदर कस्टमर्स दे पुट 10%. ओके, बिकॉज बैंक रेट की डेफिनेशन में ही प्रॉब्लम थी. बैंक रेट वॉज द दैट रेट बिलो विच अ गवर्नमेंट कैन नॉट लेंड टू द मोस्ट ट्रस्टवर्दी कस्टमर, बट दिस वॉज द एक्चुअल इंटरेस्ट रेट. तो यहां पे मॉनेटरी ट्रांसमिशन फेलियर है. फिर बैंक रेट को कैंसिल करके नाउ आरबीआई यूजेस मार्जिनल कॉस्ट ऑफ फंड बेस्ड और लेंडिंग रेट. नाउ देयर इज अ फॉर्मूला. उस फॉर्मूले के बेसिस पे आरबीआई और एसबीआई अपनी इंटरेस्ट रेट्स डिसाइड करते हैं. नाउ व्हाट इज मार्जिनल कॉस्ट ऑफ फंड बेस्ड लेंडिंग रेट? मार्जिनल कॉस्ट ऑफ रेजिंग 1 rupee in the market is called marginal cost of fund based lending rate. मतलब to raise 1 rupee, ठीक है, तो to raise for, अब एसबीआई अपना इंटरेस्ट रेट कैसे डिसाइड करेगा, जो लेंडिंग रेट है कैसे डिसाइड करेगा? दैट विल बी बेस्ड ऑन मार्जिनल कॉस्ट ऑफ फंड बेस्ड लेंडिंग रेट. दैट इज 1 rupee रेज करने के लिए मार्केट में, 1 rupee रेज करने के लिए मार्केट में एसबीआई का कॉस्ट कितना आता है, दैट उस कॉस्ट पे. ठीक है, फॉर एग्जांपल 30 पैसे का कॉस्ट आता है, तो इस कॉस्ट पे रिस्क असेसमेंट जोड़ के, है ना, फिर रिटर्न्स जोड़ के, और ये सारा एक फॉर्मूला प्रोवाइड कर दिया आरबीआई ने. इस फॉर्मूले के बेसिस पे आपको मॉनेटरी अपना लेंडिंग रेट डिसाइड करना. यू कैन नॉट मेक इट आर्बिट्रेरी. Okay, and this was for everyone, not only for the most trustworthy customer, but for everyone. So marginal cost of first MCLR is more better than bank rate. Okay, but still the RBI fails to understand that these SBI and all these banks have their own commercial interests as well. Okay, of course they are serving the interest of nation by controlling the inflation. But control of inflation is not on the sole purpose of a bank. Okay, the purpose of bank is maximization of profit and increase of credit, increase of its assets. Okay, so that is why failure of monetary policy transmission has taken place. Now RBI's policy tools are not enough to control all inflation, such as inflation due to supply chain disruptions. For example, in COVID situation, okay, food inflation was very high, despite the fact that monetary policy committee was there in existence and all the policy transmission rates were announced. Okay, but still food inflation was high because that was beyond the control of the lending rate of the government. It was because of the supply chain disruptions. That is an external factor to the bank's lending rate. ठीक है, that is not being controlled by bank's lending rate. Inflation has a global nature also. For example, if there was a drone attack on the Saudi Aramco, the company of Saudi Arabia, that biggest company of Saudi Arabia that produces crude oil, there was a drone attack allegedly supposed from Iran, due to which Saudi Arabia limited its production and the price of the crude oil increased throughout the world. And that was a global phenomena. ठीक है, that was beyond our own control. इंडिया के कंट्रोल के बाहर चीज थी वो, जिसकी वजह से हमारा इन्फ्लेशन भी हाई हुआ बिकॉज ऑफ द शॉर्टेज ऑफ द क्रूड ऑयल. तो टारगेटिंग ऑफ हेडलाइन इन्फ्लेशन rather than core inflation. Now this is a very important thing that RBI has chosen headline cost price inflation, headline CPI. ठीक है. Now what is headline CPI? Headline CPI में core inflation and food inflation दोनों included है. ठीक है. Headline, this is also headline. तो headline में core inflation and food inflation. Food inflation and core inflation. Core inflation में most of the goods are like consumer goods, है ना, or durables like tractor and all, cars and all, and other things. And food inflation is the of course the inflation related to the food supplies. Now food inflation is very volatile. ठीक है. Very smaller changes in the market or the monsoon or the production or the supply chains can affect the food supply, due to which the food inflation can alter in a very smaller amount of time. Whereas core inflation is relatively stable and it determines the relative the kind of inflation that we are facing is mainly due to core inflation, but major portion of fluctuation is due to food inflation. The food inflation is very volatile, so government is targeting both, है ना. In that case the target of inflation might not be very stable or might not be from the very like in a very it might not be very rational thing to assume food inflation for inflation targeting, because it is a very volatile kind of inflation and it changes in days, not in months also. ठीक. Moreover, the CPI basket is not truly representative of the all the goods that we are consuming. ठीक है. Consumer price inflation is also not the true representative. Okay, उससे better representative GDP deflator है, and this can become a prelims question. This fifth point is very important. Okay, these are the issues with monetary policy transmission, but the government has now extended the monetary policy committee framework to 2026.